run this bitch.
And I'ma keep running, but I'm never running.
When you sat down at the drawing table to draw up the features list for Madden NFL 09, what was at the top of the list? What was the one thing you wanted to get right this time around?
Well, you know, for us, the bread and butter is all about gameplay. So no matter what we do, you know, it doesn't matter what the theme of the project is or whether or not we do online leagues or anything like that, we have to make sure gameplay is rock solid. So, you know, from a Twitch perspective, we've added total control animations, the total control animation system this year, which for the first time ever gives you control of animations like never before. And you now have the ability to juke, spin, hurdle, do whatever you want to do, even while another animation is playing. You don't have to wait for something to finish. So I think from a gameplay perspective, we've really nailed the Twitch aspect of the game, and I think fans are really going to love that more than ever.
Now, I remember hearing about the game last year, and you talked about branching animations being a big part of it, but how has that changed this time around? Is it just simply a matter of more control, or are there more animations, or both?
It's a combination of both. So, you know, first it's more control. I think that's going to be the one thing that people really pick up on from day one. You know, with the game running a smooth 60 frames a second on both PlayStation 3 and 360, it was really important for us to make sure we get the responsiveness back into the game. And then two, we've added a lot of animations, of course. You know, we have bobble catches this year, which look fantastic. You know, so for the first time ever, you'll see a guy go to make a catch, the ball will fly up in the air, and actually go to make a play for it. And it looks really nice when you see it for the first and the 10th time. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of new animations that you see for the first time ever. The game's, you know, more responsive than ever before, and I think the combination of the two makes the experience a lot of fun.
Have you tweaked the weapon system this time around, or is it more or less the same?
You know, the biggest thing for the weapon system is now that we have this in the game, and of course it's there for Madden 09, is we need to go in now and look at the talent in the NFL and recalibrate who's in each category of weapons. So, you know, just like we have this big debate over, you know, who should be rated 99 in the game, now we have this another layer of, you know, who should be a weapon in this particular category or that category. So weapons are back. We love weapons. We think it was a huge hit last year. You know, casual fans loved it. The hardcore guys loved it as well. And you know, it's certainly back, and it adds another layer of interesting debate when it comes to talking about ratings and players.
You mentioned both casual players and hardcore. How do you go about with the balance in Madden NFL 09, achieving that balance for both the guys who've been playing the series forever and the newbies?
It's tough. You know, our designers, you know, that's something they have to learn as they're on Madden year in and year out. And, you know, that's the nice thing about Real Football Intelligence. You know, each of the features within that mode are designed specifically so that, you know, guys that are not experienced with the product can have a lot of fun, and then guys that are experienced have a layer of depth added specifically for them. So, for example, EA Sports Backtrack is an all-new feature this year, and for the, you know, again, when you're playing the game and you make a mistake, the game's going to highlight that mistake and tell you what you should have done in that scenario. And for guys that are really hardcore, you know, they don't need to be told that they should be throwing to that receiver. You know, that's not what they need. But what they will like is the fact that on that specific play, we'll lay the player on the field of the two plays that were picked on offense and defense. And then on top of that, we'll show who is hot routed and why they were hot routed. And we'll give percentages based on how often is that play going to be successful in this situation. So I think we have features this year that really satisfy both groups of people, and I think people are really going to love it.
Is the Backtrack tool a method of going back in time and playing that play over again, or is it simply a teaching tool?
It's actually both. We actually have two features. The first is the EA Sports Backtrack, and like I said before, it really breaks down the play that you just ran, and it explains what you probably should have done in that situation. And again, that's nice, but, you know, who wants to sit there and wait for that exact same situation to pop up again in your game? We've added another feature called EA Sports Rewind, so just by simply hitting a button after a play, after a backtrack, for example, you can hit the button, the players actually run backwards, get back into position, you run that exact same situation over again, and hopefully you have the opportunity to learn from what you just made the mistake of doing in the previous play.
And new drills this time around, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've had, you know, things like the 40-yard dash, we've had the bench press, and, you know, those drills are fun. But the nice thing about a new feature we've added this year called the virtual training center is that it's a holograph. It looks really cool. You know, you're in a cool holographic stadium, you've got holographic players running around, and you're doing drills that actually improve your skills on the field. You know, like I said, the 40-yard dash and the bench press are fun, but that's not really what their intent was. These drills in the virtual training center are all about improving your stick skills. So we have we have 12 drills there, and each of them actually impacts your Madden IQ. So the better you do in the drills, the higher your Madden IQ, and the higher your Madden IQ, the more challenging the game becomes.
And Madden IQ is basically a way to compare skills, right?
It is. So, you know, for the first time ever, you know, it's not just about me going to you and saying, I'm better than Madden than you are, and you having to take my word for it. I can actually, you know, tell you what my Madden IQ is, you can give me yours, and we have an actual number that represents how good we are at the game.
I think I'd take your word for it. You're probably better at it than I am.
I would certainly hope so. I mean, I've been playing this game now for, you know, a variety of months, so, you know, But, you know, we have a lot of really great guys. I mean, we actually have folks on the team that used to play Madden competitively. I mean, we have some really talented Madden players on our team, and I think that's what allows us to design features that are great for casual guys while also satisfying the hardcore.
Is the Madden IQ going to be used for matchmaking online?
At this point, you know, we are improving the matchmaking capabilities of the game. So no matter what, you know, based on your gamer score on Xbox, based on a lot of different factors, the game's going to match you up with somebody of equal skill. So we do have a ranking system online, and that's the primary driver behind who you're getting matched up against. We look at region, we look at a lot of different factors, but matchmaking has been a huge focus for us this year to make sure that when you play online, you're getting a guy that's of about equal skill. Nobody wants to play the number one guy game after game and just get pounded every time they play the game.
Online games are big, but online leagues are huge. Tell me about that this year.
Yeah, online leagues are showing up in Madden, and we're really excited about it. You know, it's one of those features that has been called out in reviews. It's been called out on message boards. We know people have wanted online leagues, and we're finally delivering, and we're doing it in a pretty big way. So they're fully online. You know, you have a draft, you have trades, you can do it with up to 32 players, and the nice thing about it is flex scheduling. So you can play your games in any order at any time. You know, you don't have to play one game a week. You can play 5 games a week if all 5 of your opponents are online. I think that's what's really going to take this online leagues feature to the next level. So it's very friendly to guys that don't have as much time to play the game, but you can get together with all your buddies and play those really cool Madden experience in a season setting so you can get to the playoffs and the championship to find out who the real Madden champion is within your respective friends.
All right, so final question. We've got a head coach coming out bundled with Madden 09, the collector's edition. Can you tell me about the interaction between those two games, if any?
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, being the 20th anniversary of Madden, we wanted to do something very special. So we have a 20th anniversary collector's edition that's coming out. It's got a variety of new features in it. And most importantly is it's actually packaged with NFL head coach. Now, NFL head coach this year, it's not the head coach from a few years back. This is a next-gen version of head coach, and it's a lot of fun. You know, head coach is all about making decisions to win games. It's not about your twitch skills on the field. So it's a different football experience. And we're giving it to you included in the package. So the two games work together very nicely. So in head coach, there is a create a play functionality. As the coach, you get to draw your playbooks. And the nice thing is in Madden, if you have a playbook from head coach on your hard drive, we'll automatically detect it and we'll automatically we'll append that to your playbook in Madden. So you get a free import of your plays. You get a play editor in Madden just by buying the collector's edition. You know, it's a great bargain. And with the addition of an emulated version of Madden 93, we got some we got some cool videos on the product. The collector's edition is a great product this year.
Cool. Well, there's a lot going on with the 20th anniversary of Madden. Phil, we're going to be looking forward to Madden NFL 09 coming up very soon, right?
Yeah, this August, I think August 12th, it'll be available everywhere.
All right, and we'll have much more on Madden NFL 09 in the coming months, so stay tuned.
Out of money, I'm a dog, I'm a stunt. If I don't do nothing in my car, so pretty, all these hoes gon'